The internship I undertook when I was at Abertay was media-based, and I went down to London for 10 weeks and worked at 3 different magazines. I started off at Good Housekeeping for a month and worked there in their consumer testing department. And then I moved on to Delicious magazine, where I kind of just worked in the office, did a little bit, helped with some feature writing, and helped their web editor review some different cookery classes at different cookery schools over the UK. And then I went to Women's Weekly, where I did some recipe development and food photography and styling. The reason I took up a media placement was to see it from the opposite side of a marketeer, because as a marketeer you have to write different press releases, promote your product, and the people that you're promoting them to in order to get advertising and kind of column inches are these people who are writing at these magazines. And in working for them, I saw hundreds of press releases come in, and some were great, some were not very good, and I understood what makes a good one, what makes a bad one. So therefore, if I go into a marketing position within the food industry, I'm better equipped now to sort of understand what their needs are and understand the best way to promote food products from Scotland. I think social networking is becoming more and more important to the food industry because it's a way of connecting with your consumers, and it's a way of giving a persona to your brand, especially with brands that portray themselves as being kind of young and hip and funky, people like Innocent down south or Good Natured Fruit. And social networking is actually a free way of marketing. You know, Facebook is there to be used for free, Twitter and YouTube. You can upload videos of people producing things within your factory, little introductory videos of, you know, what goes on in the office. And it gives people, from a consumer's point of view, an insight into what you're doing. But it could also be a useful tool for showing young people in the education system in Scotland what is also involved within the food industry. It's also a great way of promoting and launching new products, because these people who are your consumers, who are your fans on Facebook, think that they're getting everything just a little bit, they're getting the information a little bit earlier, and they like to feel that they're in the loop. And that's a great way of building up a very, very loyal consumer base.